Hey everybody, I thought it would be fun to show you how to make a cute little 4-slot corner pocket, which we can use on multiple things in multiple ways. And you can even use this to create a card if you wanted to do that. So here's just one example. This is just kind of off of I had a few pink monarch pieces in here, and then I also had just some leftover papers from another scrapbook. And so I wanted to show you how easy it was to put together kind of a eclectic look, if you will, because here's some pages from a book, and here's some pages from another piece of a project that I had from another thing, and then I added some miscellaneous little tags and different things like that. So this is just one of those ones that's kind of, you know, throw together, do it yourself, but it's turned out really cute, and I think it's a lot of fun to do that. This next one is more of a themed one. It's Pink Monarch prints, but it's from the April 2025 Woodland kit, and I just thought this one turned out so cute, and I just love that butterfly charm. And it has little ephemera inside this, and you can do larger pieces or smaller pieces. It's totally up to you. I wanted to show you that there's 4 different slots here to put ephemera in, and you can glue the edges to all of them, or you can leave some of the edges open here like this one. But let's just get started, and I'll show you how to do it. Oh, I just want to show you this really quick. Look at how cute this one is. Now this, all this is a page from a book. And I haven't even glued it down yet because I just wanted to just show you how easy it comes together. And then you can add your little ephemera inside of it like that, and then add it to your scrapbook. It'll make a cute corner. I'll show you how to do that, or show you how we might do this one a little bit later, but that's really a cute one to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do one with you. And we're going to use some of the stuff from the Pink Monarch Prints July 2025 kit. I just think that's such a beautiful kit. So let me just show you how easy this is to do. So the first thing you're going to do with this pretty paper is, oh, I should tell you, this is just a basic 8.5 by 11 piece. Okay, so it's just a regular printed. I did it on 110 cardstock, so it's a little bit thicker. You could do thinner or you could do thicker. It's totally up to you. So basically the first thing you're going to do is just fold it in half lengthwise and press that down with your bone folder or whatever you have. I just happen to have a little Cricut scraper that I use all the time, to be honest with you. And then you're going to fold it up again, but this time you're going to fold it width. And it's going to come up all the way to the, oops, I want to make sure my paper stays straight here. I'm going to come all the way to the top like that. Try to make it as even as you can. And again, you're going to press it down. And because my paper's a little bit on the thicker side, it takes a little bit more effort to do that. But I just keep working it a little bit. All right. Super easy. And then you start by taking the first page of the corner, I should say, and we're going to fold it down, and you're really going to try to make the width even over here. Okay, so that looks about right to me. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing with the next piece of the page of the corner page, I should say. Again, I'm going to try to get them fairly close. I'm going to line up my little points here as best as I can too. And then I'm going to just put that down. We're going to do that again. Again, we're going to come in. We're hopefully going to... It's not going to be exact, guys. And it doesn't matter, because that's part of the fun of this pattern, is that you can do... It turns out beautiful no matter if you're exact or not, and I really love that about it. Okay, so this is how easy that is right there. I'm going to do some inking really quick, and we're going to take care of that so you don't have to I like to ink these. This is vintage photo from Tim Holtz. I like Tim Holtz's inks. They last a really, 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 really long time. And it's just nice to have them when they last that long, right? These things can be costly over time, and when you have something that's gonna last, that's where you want to go, right? That's where I want to go anyway. That's what I got to do. So anyway, let me just quick go ahead and ink these things. I like to ink most of my edges. You're going to hear all kinds of, dogs howling in the background. Those are my little chihuahuas. And they can definitely come out if they want to, but they just think they can't. I don't know what's wrong with them. Anyway, okay, so this is what this looks like, okay? And I didn't ink the back side. I'll do that real quick too. I hope you're all having a good day. And I hope if you enjoy this video at my Crafter's Cove that you'll consider subscribing for future. I know it's a new channel, and there's a lot of channels to select from out there. So if you should choose to follow me, I would appreciate that very much, and I would feel very honored. All right, so now we're going to just fold these pages inside of each other, okay? Just like that. And this one goes inside like that. Look how cute this is. Look how cute this is. I really love it. Now I'm going to just fold them down. Now, it's super, super, super easy to glue this guy. And like I say, you can glue each one of these edges down if you want to. And I may do that this time. We'll see. But you'll want to glue this top down first. I'm going to use art glitter glue. And we'll do that really quick and glue that into place. You can also partially glue it and make it a pocket, kind of a pocket where you would slide something in from under here. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to glue that down. I'm going to open it up so that we're in the middle. You can glue these guys down too. Like that. Just kind of glue. You're not going to really, nobody's going to be getting into this because you're gluing it, you're going to glue it completely down here. So I'm going to go up the edge. Here, and I'm going to go up this edge. So I went up here and here. And again, I'm going to press it down. Press it. Line your edges up. Make sure your edges are where you want them to be. Now, you can hold this just for a little bit. Art glitter glue dries really quickly, and so it wouldn't take very long for this to hold in place. If you want to, you can clip it if that's something that you would want to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue these other little edges down. It's not, you can just easily do that, and that way I'll show you, because the other ones I did not glue down, but these ones I'm... What do you think? Doable or no doable? Could also, this takes me a while. It may not take a lot of people very long, but it takes me a while because I like to play around with things and see what I think I like the way that looks. All right, so I finally came to a happy place, right? Okay, so then I'm going to just glue these things into place, and we're going to start with this little tag here. Okay, here we go. This guy's gonna go first. And then we're gonna put on a touch of Grace. Like that. And then I'm going to kind of make sure my butterfly has a little bit of an edge there. And I think, did I put that under? I did put that under. So I'm just going to glue, so I leave a little portion of the top there open so I can easily insert that underneath it. Make sure I'm on the right place here. There we go. And there's that. And then I'm going to do this guy real quick. Even though it dries quickly, it gives you enough time to be able to kind of get things in place. There we go. All right. All right. There's that. And then the next part of it is just filling our pockets. So I sometimes like to I'm going to put this in the middle, I think. I just like the idea of that. And then we've got this pretty tag that can go in there like that. We've got a real easy kind of pretty pink bird. And we're going to stick that maybe behind. It's a fairly good size one. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it down closer to the bottom here. And I just try to we'll put this guy behind so that I like the idea of the bird showing. I like the idea of the bird showing, so I'm going to do it this way. There we go. There we go. I'm going to take these cute pieces, a couple of these guys, and just stick them in there. I can put you up this way. There's that. And there's this guy. There we go. I like my bird piece, but I don't know if I want it to be like covering things up. He's a little bit on the tall side, isn't he? It's a little bit on the tall side. Yeah, I think I'm going back with this guy. I like my bird, and I'm going to go back with this guy. There we go. I like this guy. So I'm going to put a grommet in this guy with a little lace. There's that. This is a crocodile from We Are Memory Keepers. I've had it for years and years. And boy, I've used it and used it and used it for so many different things. It's just a pretty awesome tool for crafting. Alright, and then I am going to grab a little bit of ribbon. This is a mesh ribbon, and I really like it. And we will find a very cute charm to put on this, because that just kind of makes things pop, doesn't it? Oh, just a minute, I'll get it through there, I promise. All right, there's that. What? Totally. Let's see what kind of charms we have here. I think I like the little bird for this one. What do you think? I think that's pretty cute. And I need to get a little fold hook. I'll put that on. Now, of course, if you want to, you can add lace and do all kinds of stuff like that, which is very fun to do too. But I'm just kind of throwing together kind of a basic one for you, so you can see, you know, what one of these little pockets looks like. It's my little, there. So there's that. Now, of course, there's a bunch. When you get one of these kits, you have so many choices and so many things you can do that you just can pick and pick and pick, and that's probably why it was taking me so long, because there's so many pretty things. But there's our first one, and it's just, like I say, it's just a 4 slot corner pocket. And yeah, that's the way that one turned out. So I'm going to do one more with you if you have the time. And I'm going to put this set over here out of the way. And I'm going to bring in one more. Let's see if we can. All right. Alrighty. Let's see, there's that and this. Okay, so there's this guy, and I just think this is a beautiful piece. You can go either way, and we're going to go about it the same exact way. We're going to go with this guy on the outside, though, I think. And just like before, we're going to press it down. We're going to bring it back up to the corners. Like that. Make sure we're pretty even. Like that, like that, like that. I'm going to turn down our corners and try to get a nice little pattern going here. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ink that. This one you can just ink it lightly because it's very hard to see the ink on these guys. All right, so that guy tucks in, right? They all tuck in, but that goes that. Go like this so I can get this because the other side's tucked in, so I don't have to worry about that. And like that. Put that in. Oop. And then we'll go this way. Get a little more there. And I don't even think I'm going to worry about the back side of this guy because I don't think it's super noticeable on this type of paper. I know. I just said that and then I did it anyway, didn't I? Okay. So there you have it. That's how easy and how quickly this can come together. All right. Let me see. There's this. And we'll just glue it down real quick. I just love this paper. It's so beautiful. It's another pink monarch print. I think this is also part of the Woodland collection. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go with this guy. I don't want it flipping in and out. Not that it would, but you know, we'll glue it down and make sure we don't have that as an issue. I use these all the time to kind of press that glue into place. Okay, then we're going to go here to here, and we're going to go here, go all the way up to the end. We're going to close it up and press that into place. I'm going to hold it for a minute since these are pretty thick papers. Pretty thick. Put my glue up over there. Okay, there's that. I thought this was really pretty. This is kind of part of the whole system in the kit. It's just a pretty envelope that came out of the kit. And I thought I would go ahead and cut that out and put it together, and it can be part of part of my slot there. In one of my slots, I should say. go. All right. Continue to ink this. It just seems when you're inking, it kind of defines the lines a little bit, which helps just give it a little more character. All right, let's do a little gluing on that. Okay. Oh, I went a little too far. That's all right. All right, there's that. Now, if you were going to make this into a card, you could give this as a gift. Put a little note inside of it. We can add something from, you know, our little ephemera and stuff like that. But so I just thought this would look so pretty if we just stuck it in the back here. Oh, let's see. There we go. That'll be our back piece. Isn't that pretty? All right. I love this for our tag. I like to add a tag to most everything. I just think they add so much character. So we're going to put a little tag in this. We'll do the same thing to this guy that we did to the other guy. I'm going to use my crocodile. I'm going to pretty much eyeball it, center it if I can. Add my grommet. There we go. We'll get our ribbon, put that through there, and add our little charm. See which charm we like, huh? All right. You know, and don't be afraid to even embellish some of these tags. If they're a little bit on the plainer side, go ahead and just take some fussy cuts or newspaper or anything like that and just kind of add a little bit to it. Add a little bit to it. All right, there's that. All right, those are a little bit long, so we'll trim those. But maybe this little flower one, I like that. I like the flower one on there. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Let's trim it a little bit closer. Okay. And put that in the front, close to the front so that the little charm can show. And then we can add, let's see, we can add a small journaling card if we want to. So here's some little ephemera pieces that are just real cute. The fun thing about this is you just can tuck stuff anywhere and stuff in this kind of a thing. You know, just move that guy up and then just tuck this guy right next to it. This looks like a library card. It says date due on it. It's a little tiny library card. Such a tiny library card, but it's a good journaling spot, so that's a fun thing. Again, you could just tuck that in, maybe just behind that like that. And then I had some other kind of pretty pieces that I thought we might be able to add to this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty, but I don't know if I want to do that because I'm not sure. There's a couple. There's a couple that are kind of florally. Oh, this is good. It has the blues in it like that. I like that. Let's do that one. There we go. There we go. Just like that, we have a beautiful pocket again, and you can decorate the front if you want, which we might see if we want to do. I don't know if that's what I want to do with that yet. Okay. No, I want that one. I don't mind this though. This I like with that. Here we go again, right guys? Here we go again. But, you know, just the way it is. You know, sometimes everything just comes together and you're like thrilled as punch. And sometimes you're like, what in the world? Why can't I find a piece that I want, you know? And I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of this being a focal piece. I kind of like the idea of that being an underneath piece. I kind of like, you know, just having a little kind of piece of fussy cut that does something like that too. But that might be too much business going on. I think I want a butterfly, guys. I think I want a butterfly because, you know, I love butterflies. So, yeah, this is definitely the way to go. A butterfly is going to go on top like that. And now I just need some, there we go. Right here, right on top. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I need to ink these pieces real quick and get them in place. And I'll show you how we put these into a little journal and what they look like when you do that. And you can make these any size. Like I said, these ones are from 8.5 by 11, but I mean you could go smaller if you like. That one little one that I had is quite a bit smaller, so you definitely can do that. All right. All right, I'm gonna put that back over there. I'm gonna put this guy on first, I think. Let's see. Put him there so I can leave a corner open. We'll put these guys on top because I do like that. So I'm gonna go mostly on this side here. Okay. There. Scoot it over a little bit. Make sure you're not too crooked. Okay. There's that. Once you get that in place, if you feel like you want to glue that down all the way, you go ahead and do that. It's not going to matter. Here's our pretty little butterfly. Boom, boom. And then collected with love. Collected with love. Right? All right. Go down like that. There it is. Okay. How cute is that, right? And how easy is that? So there are those, and I'm just going to show you real quickly. This is kind of like a little, we'll call it a junk journal because that's the best way to put it. But I just have some miscellaneous things in this guy, but I just wanted to show you what this would look like on a page once you decide where you want it. This would look really pretty right there, right? And then if you were going to, now I wouldn't necessarily put all these in the same book, but you certainly could. And this one would be all right here. So pretty. And you'd have all these things to pick out of your little junk journal. And then, let's see. I wanted to kind of, we'd have to find like kind of a basic. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. See? And you've got some blues over here and this guy over here. That just looks really cute. And then for this last one, for the one I showed you with regards to the paper, I would definitely just put this in like so and have this little guy kind of poking off to the side. And then I would probably go ahead and put some lace or some washi tape or something like that. And then you'd have these beautiful pages in your in your thing. Now you can glue these down. You can use double back tape. There's multiple ways to glue them into place in your journals. But there's those. And then I will just show you, even though this is a waterfall, isn't that pretty? Let's see if I can find, because our pink one is a little bit special. There we go. This will go right here. There we go. Here we go. We'll just pull this out a little bit, and it covers. Look how pretty. See how they fit in on a journal so pretty? And you have a place to put all these beautiful pieces. And this one we didn't glue together at all, so that's why it's fallen like that. But that's the way it would look. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and that you had some fun looking through some things and learning about how to make some things. Again, most of this stuff, most of the papers and the different things were from Pink Monarch Prints. I really enjoyed their kits. I am new, brand spanking new. So when I do things, it helps me to have kits. It helps me be able to coordinate all these pieces, and it just makes it easier for me to do it that way. So there you have it. I might probably make it easier for you. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll consider subscribing and liking my Crafters Cove. I hope you learned something today, and we'll do something else real soon. Have a blessed day, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by.